This week, we're ditching the scorching Las Vegas heat for a 3-hour road trip to the cool, crisp mountains of Big Bear, California. Join us as we camp under the stars, explore the stunning Big Bear landscape, splash in refreshing waters, and whip up some mouth-watering campfire meals that'll leave you hungry for more.
Good girl.
Not really expecting much. Probably like a hose in the ground or something. So, yeah, it's definitely not the cheapest. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This weekend we are out in Big Bear, California, doing some camping, checking out the place out. We've never been here before, so we're stoked to go see what Big Bear, California has to offer. All right, Rio, you ready to go walk around Big Bear? Good girl, good girl. So we just parked out over at the Village in Big Bear, which is kind of like their main downtown area. We're gonna go find some lunch right now and just go walk around, see what we can get into around here. Look at this picture. So she wants to go in. Okay. You want that for camp later, Rio? Yeah. That's crazy. You want this big tennis ball? I don't even know what you do with this, Rio. Organic bacon.
Okay, I'll buy it for you.
These tiny little hats. She's like, I know what you're doing. Rio, you'd look so good in this, though.
Just absolutely.
She's like, no. Rio, look. Sit. Rio, come here. Rio, sit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Good girl, good girl. She's like, no, absolutely not. Look at this one. Yes. These are so awesome. You sure you don't want a hat, Rio? All right, guys. Had to get this for Rio. Yeah, we've never seen a dog thing for like a magnet like that for Rio, so we're gonna go find some lunch.
You're very cute.
Thank you, Rio. What a cool little shop. We're on the waiting list over at Fire Rock Burgers, so just walking around waiting until then. The blood orange?
That's what those people gave us.
Oh, is this where this is from?
No.
All right, guys, made it to Fire Rock Burgers. Ordered a burger. We just ordered their like basic Dependence Day burger, I think is what it's called. Got a Cali Squeeze on draft. Oh yeah, cheers, bud. Not as crispy as I would like it, but not bad. Nice afternoon beer. And they got a nice little dog-friendly patio out here, so really nice. It's about 77 degrees out, so it's pretty much perfect temperature, not too hot. We're actually gonna go about 1,000 feet more in elevation when we go to camp, which we are staying over at Holcomb campground. There was some dispersed camping around here, but honestly, since we've never been out here, we're not a big fan at trying to find dispersed camping when this is just a new area for us. So we ended up booking a spot out there. And it's about 20 minutes, I would say, from the main town area. But we're just gonna walk around here and then, you know, make our way to camp here soon. we may go check out California's only mountain coaster. Yeah, I think this. It's the first and only, I think, mountain coaster in California, so we might go check that out, so stay tuned. There's actually a nightclub that we walked by that's open, and they allow dogs on leash, so we might have to go check it out. All right, guys, well, that was Fire Rock Burgers and Grills. Not too bad. The burger was pretty basic, but good. The fries were a little bit cold, but honestly, overall, not a bad place to grab some burgers and fries. At least they're dog friendly. They got beers on tap, and they got some nice shading outside in their little patio area. So overall, not a bad experience. So we're just walking around the village now, and we're gonna walk towards the lake here, towards Big Bear Lake. Rio's getting all her sniffs in. But we're gonna go check out the lake and then maybe check out some live music on the way back and then make our way to camp. Big Bear Lake. Little ducks.
Looks like it gets real deep real quick, Rio.
Yeah. Rio loves the water. Gorgeous out here. Time to go, Rio.
Time to go.
The dog refuses to leave. Literally. Come on, Rio, let's go. Come on, Rio, let's go. We literally told her you can't jump into the water, and she just laid down.
She's enjoying herself.
Tropicali.
Okay, restaurant.
Oh, nice. Nice little entryway.
This world from dragging me down, gonna stand my ground.
Yeah. 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 Vegas prices indeed. Rio's first nightclub. All right, guys, so that was the village. We've just been walking around, hanging out. We're gonna go make our way to camp. We're at campsite F5. All right, guys, made it out to camp. So this is the Holcomb campground. Holcomb campground. It's about 2-3 miles down a Forest Service road, 2.5 miles. Took about 15 minutes to get out here, but it's gorgeous out here. It kind of reminds us of Williams or like outside of Flagstaff, where we ended up camping outside of the expo. But man, this is cool. The campsites are gigantic. You do have porta potties around the sites. They're around here. I'll show you guys them later. And I do see a dishwashing station, and there is a set of showers somewhere. I don't know where, but they're here somewhere. Each site has like a pretty big campfire. We got a little picnic table, but man, this is a cool little campsite. And we're about 20 minutes from Big Bear, so really not too far from town. Really good location, and you get a really private spot. This is really peaceful. Lots of birds chirping and just really nice. Yeah, this is a 180 from Campland, where we were just last weekend. So this is nice and peaceful, that's for sure. But let's go ahead and get camp all set up. So driving in, there's like this white sand. Look at this. It's just like dirt, as per usual. Yeah, as normal. Dog is choking. All right, babe, set up the tent. Carly's getting some practice. Because it's so hard. Very nice, very nice. Rio, no.
My job is done.
Crazy. Now you get to set up the bug tent now. Wouldn't want that. Oh, let's set up the rug first, babe. Let's move the entrance. Oh, actually, here, let me go inside. All right, pick up the side. Let's move the entrance to like towards the truck. There you go.
I was like, wow, that looks so crisp.
It's because it is. Not for long.
Nope, just got its first footprint.
Thanks for the beer, babe.
You're welcome. Kelly squeeze, take 2.
So I tried the Cali Squeeze on draft, but I think they were at the end of their keg. So trying some cans that we got from our neighbors in California last weekend. So cheers, guys. Oh yeah, their keg was flat. That's way better.
You think?
Yeah, it's like, it's definitely a lot crispier.
Tastes the same to me.
All right, let's go pound some steaks. Literally. All right, guys, we found a woodpecker out here. I think he's about to peck. Rio, no. Oh, there's multiples. All right, guys, well, we have absolutely zero signal out here. It's like SOS level signal, so we're gonna throw the Starlink on. It's been a little bit, so I usually keep it in a bag. I know a lot of you guys have been telling me to get a 12-volt plug for this thing, but I have yet to do that, so I'm still using my AC. So we're gonna plug in here. All right, got Starlink plugged in. God. Oh my God. Literally took a backflip in here. It was so bad. Starlink set up. We got the solar panels ready for the morning. and just getting things organized back here. I'm putting on our little bug nets on the windows. That way it just helps with keeping the car cooled, helps with the fridge. So if the car is a little bit cooler, the fridge doesn't have to work as hard. So I got these little bug net screens, and I'm also gonna run our cord in through. That way it doesn't have to, you know, get slammed into the car. And yes, I know, I need to get the DC plug, guys. I already know. And then help it a little bit more. Just gonna do this. We just kind of help the reflectors in here, but keep the air flowing up top. It should be back. It's probably rebooting right now. Alrighty. Let's put this over here. And for Starlink, I actually ended up reducing my monthly plan. I reduced it down to a $10 a month plan, so there's like 10, I think it's like 10 gigs or something from 50 gigs, because I just wasn't using it enough to justify a $50 a month payment. So, you know, it's good for like if you just need signal for a blip. We got the dog trapped inside here. Actually, let me throw my mic on real quick. All right, guys, hopefully you can hear me just a little bit better. I got a external mic on, so thank you guys to a couple of you guys have commented and said that like whenever I'm talking from behind, it's a little bit muffled. So hopefully this mic makes a big difference. So the dog keeps trying to eat grass, so we got her locked up inside of our tent. Doggy jail. But we pretty much got camp all set up, got our chairs in, got our camp set up. I just need to set up the grill because tonight we are having kebabs for dinner. So I'm gonna get the Scotty grill set up. We do have our bathroom just as like an extra bathroom option, because the bathroom porta potties are like down there, and there's one all the way over there, and there's another one over there. That actually might be the closest one, so we'll go probably walk over there and show you guys around the campground. But there's actually wild, I think, what were those wild horses, babe?
No, they weren't wild.
Oh, there's like horses inside of here. This is a giant campground.
They're in a pasture.
They're in a pasture, yeah. So there's like horses out here. It's like there's probably like a farm out here somewhere, but their like property is just so big that they ended up just opening up all these different campsites, and the campsites are giant. Like each site I think is probably, you know, maybe like a quarter acre, maybe half an acre. Like they're pretty big. So really cool though. And really pretty. We love being amongst the trees. I also gotta get the light set up, but each site also came with about 10 gallons of water, so in case you are using a fire, you can properly put those out. But there's a little bit of wood, so we could set up a fire. Maybe tomorrow though, we'll do this. I'll grab some wood in town, but for tonight we actually have our propane fire pit, so we're probably gonna use that. Just chilling, just really peaceful campground. This is awesome. Yeah, so Big Bear, the town has been cool. Like we definitely want to come back here for ski season or snowboarding season. It's like 3 hours away from Las Vegas, and it's the same amount of distance as Bryan Head, but there's just a lot more here. So Bryan Head, there's not really like a little town that you can go and hang out afterwards. Not a lot of bars, restaurants, shops, or anything like that out in Bryan Head. It's pretty, when you go out there, that's really it. There's like one pizza place and the ski resort, and that's really it. But there's a whole town out here, lots of shops and just things to do, and everyone was really nice that we had talked to. So really cool area. So we'll definitely be back for wintertime to do some snowboarding for the weekend. So Rio is upset that she is inside the tent. All right, guys, I ended up setting up the Boxio over here just because like the bathrooms are a little bit far away, so at night when it's pitch dark we can just come right to our campsite. But using the Boxio tent, but I'm not using the Boxio toilet, to be honest. We haven't been using the Boxio toilet too much just because it's it's just a little bit too big to store around. It's great if you know you're going to be using the Boxio like within the truck bed and you're kind of like on the go, but for stuff like this, we're here for 2 nights, so we're kind of base camping. So we might as well just bring our normal toilet, make it easy, use bags. We can easily throw the bags away versus having to find like a place to drain the tanks inside the Boxio. So it just kind of depends on, you know, how we're camping, which is what will tell us what, you know, toilet we're going to bring out with us. But ended up bringing our clean waste toilet, which is our go-to. This one folds up the smallest, and it's just like the best. I don't know, it's just very sturdy. We like the toilet seat on there, stuff like that. So, you know, there we go. So quick and dirty little bathroom tour. Gonna get dinner ready to roll. We are making kebabs tonight, which I pre-made at home. But we're gonna let these sit, get to room temperature before we throw them on the Scotty grill here. I was taking a little walk around the campground, and so our campsite is over there in the trees, but there's actually like this little field out here, and there's wild horses, or not wild, but just
Horses in a pasture.
Horses in a pasture hanging out. That's pretty cool. Walking this dog around. She just keeps eating grass though, so she's on leash. But dogs are allowed to be off leash or on leash around here, so you can kind of, you know, do whatever you want. Really, really nice though. There's zero signal out here though, but very peaceful. There's only like 3 people camping in our area, so very quiet. That would be a cool campsite though, right over there. So you can kind of see over the pasture. Yeah, so amongst the campground, you got these little porta potties everywhere. So this is the closest one to our campsite, and we're like all the way over there. So that's why we brought the shit shack with us. But this campground is really, really big. I kind of wish we had a little pasture area, but because that's pretty cool to see the horsies hanging out. As we are back from our little jaunt around the campground, this is pretty cool. Like the sites are very, very large, and it's just really cool having the pasture over there and seeing the I keep saying wild horses, but they're not wild. They're tamed, pastured horses. I don't know. I don't even know. But really cool. Supposedly there's showers around here, but we did see a dishwashing station and bathrooms. On the campground description, it did say that there were showers with hot waters. We didn't see them. So I think they're in a different area of the campground, so I think you have to drive there. It's just not walkable. But we are going to get dinner going. So I'm gonna get this get the Scotty grill warmed up. We've had the kebabs sitting out, getting to kind of like room temperature. So let's get this warmed up. Grill is warmed up. Let's get these kebabs on there.
Yeah.
So I got these marinating at home. I marinated the items like overnight, and then I skewered them yesterday. So these are ready to go. Two to 3 minutes on each side, and then I'm just turning them a quarter, or halfway, I mean. Looking good. So we're currently at spot 5, F5 by the way. Got a couple neighbors coming in for the night, but really not a lot of campsites nearby. So this is very serene, very private, not too bad at all. These are looking so good. This is probably done. Alright, 1 more minute.
Forget you're the camping dancing guy. That could be your niche.
Yes. Perfectly charred on all sides. We only got 1 more left, so I'm just gonna throw it on just to have it. But go ahead and cover it with tinfoil. I've like cooked these on the grill for maybe like 10 minutes on like medium high heat, because you don't want to like burn the veggies before you cook the sausage through. So we're doing kind of like low and medium slow, I guess. Red skin potato salad. We always go for this one over like the deviled egg one.
No.
I like the deviled egg one. Carly does not. We also have some Papa John's sauce.
Oh god, it just...
Oh no, it splashed. Wipe that off you. Whoops.
I have a campfire.
That's good. So spicy garlic. This is from Papa John's, and oh my gosh, this like literally elevated our pizza experience in San Diego. Probably the best part of like Papa John's pizza is the garlic sauce. Alright guys, got our kebabs rolling. Let's do a little taste test here. So what I ended up doing was seasoning all of the ingredients. So I got some chicken sausage on here. It's the garlic and brie, some kind of garlic and garlic and gire sausage.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
And then we got some tomatoes, some zucchini, some green peppers, sausage, onions, and that's pretty much it, just a bunch of those. So we're just kind of throwing these off. And then we got some red skin potato salad, which is also very good. But I ended up cutting these up and then letting them saute in some oil, some spices. I did like salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and I think some Cajun seasoning. Oh no, it was Greek seasoning that I ended up using. Or Italian. It was Italian seasoning that I ended up using. But then I let those sit overnight in all of those seasonings and the oil and everything. And then the following day I skewered all of them. And this made about, I want to say, 9 or 10 skewers. So wow. That sausage is delicious. I don't know what sausage. It was like an Amy Lynn sausage. I don't even know. But this chicken sausage is perfectly seasoned. It's really good. Yeah. That is delicious. Mm-hmm. Carly told me earlier that this was one of her favorite camp meals, is kebabs. So I'm glad you like them, babe, because these are really good. I'm going to put these on my cookbook. Okay. Speaking of the cookbook, I know you guys, a lot of you guys have mentioned the cookbook. So, I am putting together a cookbook for Christmas. So, just FYI. It's coming up. I'm hoping for it to be done by Christmas. We'll see. But what I wanted to do was open it up to like the audience and see, if you guys have any recipes that you really love and you want me to try out at camp. I created a Google form just for you to submit these recipes, and if it's really good, I'll feature one or a few of them in the cookbook coming up. So it's kind of more like a communal thing, which I think would be really cool. Because I'm no chef, I just find these videos and, I find these recipes and then I kind of put my own little spin on them after I've tried it once or, twice and I've kind of perfected them. But one bonus recipe that I will be adding to this cookbook is my mom's pancit, which... some Filipino pancit, super good. Really excited for you guys to see how that's all made, and it's actually really easy. So we're gonna add that special recipe into the cookbook. So stay tuned, guys. That might be burning.
For sure.
I'm going.
You want me to go get it?
No, this is delicious.
You can go get it.
I'm rolling.
Too strong.
Yeah, so no bueno on the spicy garlic, y'all, but we got these little tiny, like, hot sauces from Walmart, so some fire roasted garlic. That sounds really good, actually. All right, with this fire sauce. Mm-hmm. Red skin potato salad is superior to any store bought. Like, yeah. I mean, the deviled egg is good. I'll eat it, but red skin's where it's at.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that is the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
No
pretty full now.
leftovers.
Yeah, no leftovers. That's what I was really hoping. I didn't want any leftovers.
I feel like potatoes would be good in this, but it'd be harder to cook.
I was thinking that, actually. I feel like potatoes would be good, but...
It's hard to like time the potatoes. Unless you did like potato only.
Literally, I was just about to say that. Just potato only on one skewer. That way you start it first. And then just like slowly burn and churn it. Well, we'll try that next time. Potatoes. It was on sale at the store, y'all. I don't even think you need to let it rest. It was literally $6.
It's delicious, isn't it?
For a cheap wine, it is really good. So this is the Firefly Ridge California Red Blend. And we're in California, so, you know, when in Rome.
Why, thank you. Is it coffee or wine?
Is it coffee or wine? I mean...
That's good. I think it's just
It's pretty good.
the cup is throwing me off.
Yeah, the cup is throwing me off, too. It's just, like, a little bit too...
Like I was expecting like
I'm expecting coffee out of this cup,
Coffee
and
over
drinking wine out of it is... I know. I mean, it's good wine, though. $6. It was at Albertsons on sale. So, hey, cheers, guys. We're probably going to head to bed here soon, so good night. Good morning. Our coffee filter broke, so we got some coffee grounds in our coffee, so I'm pre-filtering it again through another filter. Good morning, guys. Wow, we slept super good last night. It was very quiet, very peaceful. The weather was perfect. Carly did get a little bit cold, but after we all got snuggled into the tent, all three of us, it definitely stayed pretty warm. Zero condensation in the tent this morning. It's pretty dry over here, so it's pretty nice. We didn't wake up with any drips on our head. We've actually been sleeping at the wedge of the tent these days, and we kind of like it more over there because you can easily open up the small window, get some airflow next to your face, and it's not as noisy. So with your head at the very beginning of the tent, whenever it's windy, it did get a little bit windy, but you can start hearing those flaps on the tent. We don't hear anything when we're at the wedge side, so it just makes for a lot peaceful sleep. You're not getting like woken up by the tent flaps or anything like that. It's pretty nice. You do get, I don't know, it depends on how you like to sleep, but the wedge part of the tent, whenever your head's in there, it is a little bit tight, or a little bit smaller, so if you're a little bit claustrophobic, you may not like sleeping that way. But the last few times we've been camping, we've been sleeping on that side, and it's been working out really well. Last night in particular, just because it's been so windy. So, but beautiful morning this morning. It's great to be amongst the trees again. This area definitely reminds us of Williams, and it's literally the same amount of time away from Las Vegas as it is to Williams. So, highly recommend this spot. However, there is one very big drawback. If you have any big rigs or anything like that, you do have to drive down a Forest Service road for about 3 miles. It's not, I wouldn't say the road is super rough, but they do, on the listing, it does say recommended 4x4. It's not as accessible for those that only have, maybe like a 2-wheel drive car, or if you're trying to tow anything big, which you'll have to check the listing, but I think they say no RVs over, I think 20 or 25 feet or something like that, so no big rigs can get back here. That also makes it less accessible for other people, so there's just less traffic. There's less people booking this spot. The other downside of this is the price. So you are paying a premium for porta potties and really giant dispersed camping sites. You do have water on site, but there's no electric or anything like that. But per night, the site was $90. So yeah, it's definitely not the cheapest. We might come back here again, maybe if we had some friends to split the cost per night. That probably would be, that would make it well worth it. $45 a night, I could see that, just because it's such a beautiful property and your spots are gigantic. So I mean, bring some friends, share the cost, and I think this area would be well worth it. I think each site has a limit of like 8 people, so if you bring 2-3 other rigs with you, it would be well worth it. But yeah, other than that, this is a gorgeous campsite. So today we're gonna just chill, have some coffee. We're making breakfast this morning. We're gonna be making some breakfast sandwiches with some bacon, eggs, and cheese. And then today we're just gonna go out back to Big Bear. There's a few trails in the area that we're gonna go check out, go walk around the lake, and just soak up the sun and soak up these temperatures, because when we get back to Vegas, it's gonna be about 109 degrees. So the dog keeps eating grass, so she's been leashed up. You keep doing this to yourself. We need to get you a muzzle and a shirt that says, "I just like to eat crap." I've got the Jackery solar panels plugged in. These are two 100-watt panels, so 200 watts in total. Just want to get a little charge on the battery here. So we're getting about 73 watts of power input. Maybe these are 50 each, so it's about 100 watt. So we're getting almost its full capacity, but supposedly within 2 hours this should charge fully. And we're gonna get breakfast going here right now. Thank you. This little cove's a little gross. We found glass, we found bottles. We have showered in many places, but this is definitely by far the worst. I think the only thing about Big Bear is that everything's really expensive. Oh, this smells delicious. Day 2, the dog is dead. Gourmet meals at camp.